It's hard to overstate the significance of this meeting, this handshake. Two men with nuclear arsenals who could blow the world to pieces. Two self-proclaimed tough guys who like to win. But today, at their first face-to-face meeting, they were the epitome of restraint and respect.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. President Putin and I have been discussing various things, and I think it's going very well. We've had some very, very good talks. We're going to have a talk now, and obviously that will continue. But we look forward to a lot of very positive things happening for Russia, for the United States, and for everybody concerned. And it's an honor to be with you. Thank you. Thank you.
And for his part, Vladimir Putin said, "I am delighted to be able to meet you personally, Mr. President, and hope, as you have said, our meeting will yield positive results." But there's a cloud. Did Vladimir Putin's interference in the presidential election deliver victory to Donald Trump? US intelligence agencies have no doubt that Russian hacking did take place and that it must have been sanctioned by President Putin and was designed to help the Trump campaign. The American president, though, insists he won fair and square. And then there are the policy differences. Trump accused Russia of destabilizing Ukraine and other countries. Putin wants sanctions against Russia lifted. Trump wants to work with Russia in Syria to help defeat so-called Islamic State, but not while Russia is working with the Iranians and Syrian regime. And then there's the family photo, with President Trump in the strange position of not being centre stage. But forget any headline of President marginalised. It seemed there was no shortage of leaders wanting to bend his ear. And two big topics, one trade, the other climate change.
I was clear to President Trump how disappointed the UK was that the United States had decided to pull out of the Paris Agreement, and also clear that I hope that they will be able to find a way to come back in to the Paris Agreement. I think that's important for us globally.
Is it possible?
As I believe it is possible. We're not renegotiating the Paris Agreement, that stays, but I want to see the United States looking for ways to rejoin it.
Climate change is one of the many issues of concern to the thousands of protesters seeking to disrupt the summit. Though forget global warming, some were getting a Hamburg police cool down. They're not entirely clear how effective the umbrellas were. But there have been ugly scenes of vandalism and clashes with police. Indeed, such has been the concern over security that the First Lady Melania Trump was ordered to stay put in her guest house and not venture out. Hamburg memorable then for who she didn't meet and who he did. John Sopel, BBC News, Hamburg.
So the meeting between Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump, very much the focus of the day. Impossible to gloss over, to paper over the division between the two leaders of the two powers, the biggest powers represented here at this summit. Ukraine, Syria, you name it. There are all sorts of issues, climate change, the list goes on. Donald Trump did seem to have something of a spring in his step after that meeting. We have not yet been let into the secret of why that might be, nor yet is it clear whether the other leaders represented here might share his enthusiasm for whatever it was that he found to take encouragement from that crucial meeting.